Hi everyone, this is unboxing number 55. I looked it up and it's been about 6-7 weeks since we did an unboxing. I was out of town for a while here and there, and a lot of stuff has shown up over the past 6 weeks. Some by people I know and I was expecting, and some are random, so I don't know who they are. It's a grab bag of fun. So I guess we'll just get on with it and do unboxing number 55. And I can already see some cool artwork and some cool, there might be something in here that I ordered, I think, but we'll see. So look at, there's Jimmy and there's Tomas and Lance is in here, and my buddy Lisa from back in, okay. Well, anyway, we're gonna get on with the unboxing now. So welcome, and pull up a chair. There have been, I think, well, Troy and I counted, there's 18 or 19 gifts here. So we're gonna we're gonna move things along. So please, if we don't spend the appropriate amount of time on your gift, forgive me, but this will be a 90-minute video if we don't speed things along. So I promise you, just putting it out there as a disclaimer. So I'm going to, there are a couple of things. Okay, I'm gonna hide an address here. See that it was at this exact time that our camera kind of wigged out and recorded everything at slow motion, so the audio is basically worthless. So I am reading, well, I'm opening up these packages, which contain, well, you're going to see in just a moment, because that's the mystery of the unboxing. And in the first one we have, I know, I can tell you, they're photographs. And the photographs are of a restaurant called Adiamos. Adiamos? And it is it's the location where Jimmy Hoffa was last seen in Michigan, Birmingham, Michigan. And so these are all exterior shots, and as we continue through them, some pretty spectacular interior shots. So you really went under some under the radar or something, because they let you in to take all these photographs. So I'm going to. Oh, they even have private wine lockers for people for when you walk in. But this was the restaurant where Jimmy Hoffa disappeared from in Birmingham, and and there's photographs of actually his home. Well, that'll be explained in just a moment, because there is a note that came with these. And actually, I could just read the note now, because it doesn't matter, because I am working with my sound screwed up. So I will read. This is from Susan from Troy, Michigan, Susan Hicks. And she writes, "Hi, Troy. Hi, Scott. You may like a few cool photos from the Detroit area. A follow-up on Sebring, and a few current shots of the area. A beautiful place. And thanks for the tip on the location. It seems like Jay was a sweet and cool guy, to say the least. Also, since the anniversary of Hoffa's disappearance, 50 years, on July 30th, 2025, my family moved from Detroit to Troy, Michigan during this summer. Included are prints of Adiamos or Adiamos? I guess it said so on the sign. I want to say Birmingham all the time. It's Bloomfield, Michigan. I have a few inside shots as well. The location where the FBI said he was taken, these photos of that house are included. When I took the photos, I could feel something in the air. Scary feeling, and a perfect location for a hit job. So I hope you enjoy these and have a great day. Thank you, Susan Hicks. Adiamos was formerly the Macus Red Fox. So that's what the restaurant was called when Jack Nicholson had his last supper in that the public knows of in Bloomfield, Michigan. And it was very kind of you, Susan, to send that donation along. So these photographs came, and there's Jay Sebring in an old Sebring magazine ad. This is Holy Sepulchre Cemetery in, I think it's Southfield, Michigan, on a beautiful summer day, and seeing Jay Sebring's grave. And I see they've cleaned it up as best they can. People were gluing that crap all over it, and I'm glad to see that that's gone. But you'd have to recondition that entire stone to fix it from that gross glue that people use. But it's nice to see that they're. It looks like they're caring for the grave a little bit more. And thank you very much for these pictures. I love them, and it's nice to see the grave today. Very kind of you. Now this one, I saw come in. I wasn't sure about it. I had a peek and I closed it up right away. So I know what it is, but I don't know exactly what it is. So these are, look at that. Oh, cool. Whiskey. Those are cool whiskey matches. Rainbow matches. Sloppy Joe's, that's Key West. The Bull, Key West, the Bull. That sounds familiar. It was at this time that the camera screwed up again, and Troy had to speed it up because it went to slow motion. And we are re-recording the audio for this. So these cool matchbooks came from Eric Tombstone Frazier, and he wrote, "Dear Scott, hey Scott, I just wanted to send you these matches to add to your collection and to drop you a line to say that I enjoy your content on YouTube and to let you know that we are kindred spirits. I've always been interested in celebrity demise. I recall as a young boy watching movies with my parents and always asking if the actors were still alive, and if not, how do they die? The whole Manson thing. Anyway, keep doing what you do, brother. Eric Tombstone Frazier." Now this package came from Tomas, and you could tell by the writing on the outside. Tomas always sends really cool things, and this is, since I know it's in there right now, a libro está aquí. See, no, and that's book. Troy, book. The book is
Here.
the book is here. The book is here. Right. Okay. I understand the reference now, because the other part of that will be.
That's why I said yes or no, because he wasn't sure.
Yeah. Okay. So that. All right. That makes sense. So this and Tomas is an expert at packing things, and it's actually kind of nice that you don't hear me struggling with this. But this book is called The Hollywood Exiles, and Joan Baxter. And I've never seen this book either, and it looks to be about people who are. Dealt with scandals, and they were sort of, extricated or exiled actually from Hollywood. I see Charlie Chaplin's on here, Ingrid Bergman, and who are some of the other ones that are in here? Because I'm looking at it now, so we can be in real time. Building on Sand, Berlin, The Last Germans. Okay, so we'll have to. It's not saying by chapter title. Ronald Coleman, Richard demonstrates, Dmitry Buchowetsky, Nils Astor. This is some deep dive stuff. These names, I don't know a lot of them. There's a Coconut Grove, a picture of the Coconut Grove in here. Sir Charles Aubrey. So these are really very, very detailed. And this is so cool. The Orbit Room, which will look amazing in our house, probably in the Tiki Bar. We were talking about maybe on the patio for putting this, because we're running out of wall space in the actual Tiki Bar. But this would look really cool in our little patio thing. So thank you very much, Tomas, for sending this stuff, for keeping us in our very interesting, keeping us interested. Very much so. Old Hollywood. Now this came from, this is really cool. Talk about tiki. This is really, really neat. And you don't hear me struggling with the with the knife. And this note says, greetings from Missouri. Hope you enjoy the Tiki coffee mugs. Actually, I put the postcard down because I didn't want to read it until after we opened these glorious mugs. But check these out. And they will, our limited shelf space under Tiki Bar, these will look really good on it because, we'll probably use them for coffee, actually, because that's what they're for. So here they are. Aren't these cool? And our Tiki Bar has been getting a little bit of usage this summer. The Mai Tais flow around 5 o'clock. Look at these. These are cool. And Chastity writes, I hope you enjoy the Tiki coffee mugs. Death hags from early 2000s keep doing the amazing work. A very early happy birthday, Chastity. How nice. Nice. We get matching mugs, Troy. To match our mugs. To match our mugs.
I'm gonna have tiki coffee in the morning.
Sure are. Thank you, Chastity. These are great. Thank you. Now this comes from our lovely friend, Lisa Burks. Lisa Burks, part of the original Hollywood Underground, part of the first group I ever joined when the internet was in its infancy for us mere mortals. I met Lisa through a group called Hollywood Underground, and we became great friends. She used to live in Burbank. Now she lives in Michigan, where she's from. And the last time I saw Lisa, Troy and I saw her just a bit north of Detroit. We went and visited Lisa at her grave. I knew Lisa's mother, and it was just, and Lisa said, look, be on the lookout for something. So I am on the lookout for something. Oh, there's the Queen. Oh, it's my birthday. Let's get that, Lisa. Wishing you a tabulous day and year. Love, Lisa Lou. Sorry I had to. Aw. We love Lisa Lou. And you're so nice to remember my birthday. Lisa Lou. Look. This is, I've never seen one of these. Have you, Troy?
No.
These are cool. This is cool. Let's see if I can, I'll put this in there. Sugar-free tab. Very, very cool. Lisa, you're kind. Never. And that's weird for, oh, look at this. Oh, thank you. Yeah, this is weird for us not to see something from about a tab. Very, very strange. And now I get your card. Fantabulous birthday. Thank you, Lisa. Oh, nice. Say, give my love to Tilly. And oh, you're so nice. Thank you very much. Wow, those are.
Lisa.
Yeah, we can go and have our Mai Tais with tap glasses now. Well, we can't do it outside because it's like 110 today, but during the winter months we could do that. My buddy Mark Kinnaman from my buddy and Jimmy from Fairmount, Indiana sends this. Mark is a James Dean historian and a just an all-around nice guy artist, and he sent us some pretty cool things. He sent me a piece of the stage that James Dean performed on from the high school, and which is long gone now. And he occasionally sends us pieces of art that he creates, and I think that's what this is. A few drawings to add to your collection. Enjoy, Mark. So here's a Frankenstein, Universal Frankenstein. Elsa. These are cool. These would be great for Halloween time. Thank you. Yeah, this is you gave us Vampiro. You've given us Jimmy, and I know there was something else, but these are great. Thank you, Mark. We love these. Good Halloween decor. Very much so. My buddy and Jimmy. This is something that's from K. If you see K, tell her I said hi. Our buddy K. Oh, yeah, that was dumb. But it's the only way you can get leverage. Ooh, it looks fancy. Look at this. Oh, look. It's Tony. Of course, it's Tony Orlando and Dawn and Cheech and Chong. That's cool. Enclosure, a couple of items for your collection museum. I hope you enjoy. One day when the museum comes back, the sheet music will look nice framed behind an artifact. The Cheech and Chong matches I've carried from move to move since I got them in our local movie house. Movie house. I love that expression. In 78, they put out a big bowl of the matchbooks on the concession booth. Help yourself. Things have changed. Anyway, much love from Texas. Thank you, K. Dennis. Thank you, Cheech and Chong. Look at... Oh. Look at a picture. This would look good with John Denver's airplane. I am woman. Oh, look at Troy. Karen Valentine's come up again. What were we looking at that she was on? Was that Shindig or something that she was singing?
God, I think it was Ed Sullivan.
Wow, yeah, and you showed it to me. I was like, there's no way I was going to get that. Mia Farrow have only 7 years to live. And what year was this? This is cool. And look at that. The cast of Laugh-In. The private love-ins of the Laugh-In stars who they embrace off camera. Why? Robert Young picked up on the suspicion of that word, which is, I know that. I have some of the articles about that. What year is this? These are fun. We love these things. But I can't find a year on it. But whatever it is, Mia Farrow is long past her sell-by date. Here we go. 1970, February 1970. These are great. Well, we love our... Look at that. It's Diana. Aw. These are great. These are great. Ooh, look at... Ooh, a David Cassidy autograph. That was really, really pretty. David Cassidy. He's so dreamy. So dreamy. Look at those legs of his. I never noticed that he had well, he was never wearing shorts, was he? He was always in jeans. Okay, thank you. These are great. These are great. We'll enjoy these. And definitely fun artifacts. Yeah. Cheech and Chong. Very cool. Thank you. Now, this comes from Jennifer Valbo. It arrived at my post office box. It said package open and items sticking out of it. That's what it said. So something happened with the transit, while in transit, and my post office people had put it together the best they can. I just hope that there's nothing inside of it that is been damaged, but I don't know. That's the U.S. Postal Service for you. And I have to be really, I gotta do a weapon sharpening day, because bubble wrap is hard to open anyway, but this knife seems really dull.
How do you say that every time?
I don't say that. We have to have a sharpening event.
Everyone is, oh, this is so dull, I can't do it.
Yes, we need a knife sharpening event in this household. Well, it looks like things have survived. Oh, look at that. Kentucky Fried Chicken University, stop it.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
It has grease stains.
Ding, 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 ding. This one, you can read this one on the video, okay, and I can read that one privately, okay. So I will read this one on the video. That's wild. Where did you graduate from? Kentucky Fried Chicken. I hope you enjoy this pinnacle of KFC treasures I found at a vintage mall and couldn't believe my eyes. It was randomly, among other things, that had nothing to do with food or KFC. It even has the necktie on it. I don't see the necktie. Oh, okay. All right. Look. Oh my god. Okay,
oh my god, smell it. See if it smells like chicken.
No, you. Look. Wow. So this, I wonder if this is like given to graduates or something. from the university. The breading, oh, I wonder if the secret is in here. Look at this. Dirty, clean, breakdown symptoms, colored dark, taste objectionable flavor. Well, that's clearly, they don't use this nowadays because Kentucky Fried Chicken is very disappointing these days. We tried it again recently. Managers are more inclined to operate than they are to manage. True. Women do make good managers. True. The mass feeding industry is one of the lowest in labor productivity. Oh, it's false. We do not have a reliable yardstick for measuring labor productivity. Wow, that's a quiz. Coleslaw, combined dressing ingredients early. This is awesome. Engineering bulletin, Vulcan heart roll repair kits. I wonder if it mentions that apple pie warmer thing. I've never seen that ever before, and this thing is just massive, and it was used for apple pie. Is that it?
Looks like it. It looks like the thing.
Yeah, 29 inches in length. This is exactly what I'm talking about. We have one of these in the garage. Wait, it's a lighting system. Oh, I definitely have to do a dive on this one, but that sure looks like it. But maybe this is the lights for outside the property. That's the roof, and these are okay. But that looks like that pie warmer thing. Okay, that's very, very cool. And you say, from what I can tell, it dates back to 66, 67, and appears to be from a store in Michigan, no less. This manual is chock full of all the info for running a KFC. Recipes included, but not the recipe. It also came with a little folder, which I thought you could keep your location info in as you film that cool red, the red thing. That red binder thing. Thank you for the fabulous work you do. I hope my first gift makes you happy. All the best to you and Troy. Jennifer Bella. How nice. And I'll read your other article, or your other note in a little bit when we're done with this video. But that's really wild. Oh, it has people's names and addresses in it. Salt Lake City, sales representatives. This is really neat. So there's no damage to it. I can see a couple of pages might have eked out, but nothing major. So this is never seen anything like that before. You got me stumped on this one too. You guys are awesome. That satisfying snap. Neato. Neato.
Smell it.
No, I don't want to. Because look at all the hands that's been there since the 60s. Not that I don't love it. I do. Okay. This is great. Look at the tie. I wonder if it was like a graduation thing. Oh, it's one of those clip-on, like, I got it. Was, grade school ones where you had them like, they bend that little thing back and they clip right on. Very, that's great. Great. Okay. Okay, this is from, I'm gonna wait till we get into it because I'm not sure of the name. I gotta sharpen these knives.
Oh, you say that every time.
Yeah, I apologize for you guys if a lot of people have sent things and they've been sitting here for a long time. But as I mentioned before, it's like it's hard to sit down and do this, and all at once we kind of end up accumulating. Not that that's a bad thing at all. I'm honored that we accumulate. I'm thrilled that you guys think enough of us to send us stuff. We really enjoy opening these things, and other people seem to as well. Oh, you know what? This is an eBay order. This is something I did order from eBay. It's a Gus Stevens Supper Club menu. And Gus Stevens, this is from 62, I guess. And this is very famously where Jane Mansfield performed on the last night of her life. And we'll just open this quickly. I don't have to be, there's no notes in this or anything. And let's see what some of the prices are. But I got, when we got the car, I got that folder, that envelope that was from Gus, and we interviewed, of course, Gus's daughter, which whose boyfriend was Ronnie Harris, who was driving the car. And look at that, 80 cents for frankfurters and sour scallop chowder, stuffed crab and tartar sauce, string beans, assorted cold cuts, shrimp a la Stevens sauteed in olive oil.
I'll have a Manhattan, please, for 25 cents.
With luncheons. So Elaine Stevens, who's so nice and gave us all that time with her interview. Remember she talked about the mermaid in the window. I wonder if she wrote her book. She didn't send us one yet, if she did.
Well, people keep asking, well, where's her book? I can't find it either. I don't think she's released it.
No, I hope she does soon. Look at that, it's Gus Stevens stationery. That's really cool. Neato. And we went to where Gus Stevens once was, and music and dancing nightly, entertainment and floor show, stars of stage, television, screen, and radio. Neato. So I haven't done a live chat since the Jane Mansfield My Mom Jane movie came out, which I loved, but I've kept a low profile about it because I don't know, you know, Jane deserves her moment in the sun, and I didn't want to go on about the car or her death while it was going on, while she was getting all this attention. But I did want to talk one day. I'll do a live chat and we'll talk about the movie a little bit. But I have really enjoyed that movie, and I'm glad Mariska did it. And isn't it interesting how we did that video about the gates, the Jane Mansfield gates, the Jane Mickey gates that were on Sunset, and then every other YouTuber went out there and did videos, and now it's gone. So I don't know where the gates are. I'm hoping that the owner has them, but yeah, you can't really say anything to people. You want to show people cool things, but then everyone hops on cool things, and then they get ruined. But I'm glad that Mariska saw them and used them in the documentary. Ice Cream Man drives back into town offering 4 new stories that zoom in on folks who are just scraping by, willing to do anything to change that. Huh. I was expecting this package. I was forewarned. Oh wow, oh my gosh. Oh man, we'll be here for a while. We will be here for a while. Wowza. What an amazing collection. Look at this. And they're all got little things. Mexicali restaurants. Bakersfield, California. Oh, I love these little envelopes. These are great. Mr. B's, Twin Lakes in Minnesota. I think it
smell the sulfur.
Yeah. Dining Casual Elegance. These are wild. I think it'd be, you know, we should do Elbows Hawaiian Barbecue. You know what? Let's do another video on these, because I want to show all these things. And this is an incredible Mr. A's. Did we give him Mr. B's a second ago? Mr. A's. 5th in San Diego, California. Put that in your mic. Tom, I know that I was, you said they were coming, and now I know what you mean when you said a video. Look at, there's Mike Lyman's. He had that place on Vine Street. I didn't know he had something at the airport, the flight deck at the airport, at LA International. This is definitely one to the gateway to the world. The air gateway to the world. Yeah, we're going to do a whole video on these soon. Okay, I gotta stop. My nose is itching like crazy. But Troy smells the sulfur. I don't smell the sulfur, but my nose is itching like crazy. Tom, thank you. I look forward to diving into that more. That's gonna be fun. That's gonna be fun. Now this is Susan again, our lovely friend from Troy, Michigan, who sent us the Hoffa and Sebring pictures. What, pray tell, treasure have you shared with us this time? I'll make sure I don't show your address here. Oh, it doesn't, the little zippy, there we go, okay. Oh, neato. Okay, this is a menu from Adiamo, the Marcus Red Fox. This is cool. Real Adiamo carry-out menu. This is real ephemera from where Jimmy Hoffa disappeared. Oh, my nose. Oh, my nose. This was supposed to be included in the package with the Hoffa photos. I forgot to include the business card, menu, and pamphlet. Have a great week, Susan. Thank you, Susan. These are great. Wonder who Rocky missed. They must get a lot of people in there to ask about the Hoffa thing. They must, because especially with the anniversary coming up, which I'm glad you pointed that out to me. That's good to know. Where Jack Nicholson was abducted.
Jack Nicholson.
Now, this is from the James Dean Gallery. So I was expecting this. Patrick, our friend Patrick, who maneuvered that Bun. Remember when Bun sent that package with the Chaps gift pack? So you and Patrick were in on that with Bun to get that snuck into the unboxing. But Patrick had told me that this was coming up. Something I was going to be getting, something from the James Dean Gallery in Fairmount, and run by the great David and Lenny. Which I have to make it back to because I really want to interview them. Look at this, is a medal. 1995 medal. I'll put this down so you can maybe get a picture of that. Fairmount Museum Days. September 25th, or September, yeah, I think it's 25th, 1995. It's always the weekend closest to Jimmy's, I think closest but before Jimmy's death anniversary that they have a festival. And this one is from 1995. Marion Fussgangers? I don't know. And boy, this is something I'm going to have to look at real closely because I don't see it. James Dean, Boyhood Home of James Dean. No, that's the Winslow Farm. Oh, cool. So that's where Jimmy grew up. I've been there. I went there. Did an interview with Marcus. This is really cool. Patrick, thank you. I hope you're enjoying your cowboy cool. Patrick just recently retired and moved to Joshua Tree and living the quiet life outside of LA. So that's very cool. Thank you, Patrick. So look, it's from our friend Lance. Rated G. There's that Susan Atkins thing. Lance, I hope you're doing well. I really do. It's been, I was gonna say, it's been a while since you've given us anything. It sounds terrible, but it's nice to hear from you. We don't correspond otherwise. And if we lived close to each other, I'm sure we'd be hanging out. Oh, there's stuff in here. Oh, this is a Cheerios box. That's great. I'm sure you chose that. This and that. What do we have here? More Divine. Harlow Haven, Palm Springs, the Harlow Haven Hotel. I didn't know if she even had a home out here. Harlow Haven has enough style and class to satisfy even the most jaded New Yorker. After Dark magazine. These are great. I have to look that one up. Divine, Divi. Dress, polyester. P.S. Your cat is dead. Sell Minio. Wow, that was Westwood Playhouse. This is what he was rehearsing. I don't think it had opened yet when he was murdered. Yeah, so this was the ad for the show. It had not opened yet because he was murdered before it opened. Opened on February 20th. I think he was murdered on the 17th or the 14th. I forget right off the top of my head. So this is an ad before he was murdered and published before he was murdered. How delicious. Minnie Pearl's Chicken. Oh, Minnie Pearl, 1969. I have a bag from her souvenir shop. But sadly, and we went to visit her grave. We went to visit her home. We went to visit Grinder's Switch. Grinder's Switch. Oh, look at that. This is I can't tell you what the beautiful article you wrote meant to me. I feel like you have boosted my career so much. It is people like you that make a star out of a starlet with all my heart. Jane was so nice. This is a reproduction of a note that Jane wrote to Harry Harris of the Philadelphia Inquirer. That's cool. That's fun. Is there something else in there? I don't think so. That's cool. Banned in California, Manson and Squeaky Fromme. After viewing the film, the court finds the availability of the film to the general public could so increase the difficulty of selecting a fair and important jury that there's... So this was the complaint of Squeaky Fromme, 1 week only. So is this a project untangling all the Manson knockoff movies? No kidding. You're an expert at this. So this, banned in California. I don't know this one. I can't say I know that one. Robert Henderson, he's the guy that did the home movies, I think. So maybe that's part of that. Maybe that's part of that. The movies that were taken on the ranch. Pretty cool, Lance. Always, as always. This and that. Cool. To the home stretch, we have something here from Diane Branders. And these really, I guess I say this all the time, but they really need sharpening.
They're always sharp.
They're never sharp. I do sharpen the one. Normally.
Chainsaw.
What could that be? Ooh. Oh, there's a couple of things in here. Oh, sorry. I hope there's a note in here. There's all sorts of things in here. Okay, I don't want to look at that because I want to see if there's a note first. And there is. Okay, the note says... Okay, I guess I should open these first because it's going to explain what things are. So I want to... Because if I look at one without the other before the other, then it becomes difficult. So... Oh my God.
Is it Charo?
It is Charo. Wow. But look how young she is. I mean, it's barely recognizable as Charo, you know what I mean? And in no way mean that negatively, but she doesn't. She's so a baby here. She's probably like 18. And we saw Charo in concert last year, and it was great. I'm going to hold off to that because that looks pretty amazing. I'm going to save that for last. A box. You know how I love boxes.
Wow.
I love containers. So, okay, now. Ooh, look at that Niagara Falls. Look at that. This is really cool. Showing the famous Horseshoe Falls. This is where Troy and I got married. Right in front of the falls. Because if you wanted to do like a proper thing, they made you pay all these fees and anything. We just called a guy. We got our license. We called an efficient. And he met us at this designated area. We flagged a couple of people down, and boom, we were done. We had it, and it was perfect. This is probably closest view. No, we remember these views. And I think, I'm trying to think of the closest views that we had, but to where we stood, probably, yeah, I can't say. But I remember we did that like the next day. This is very, very cool. So I'm going to read the note now. I am the gal from New York that sent the large matchbook of Peter Max's art. Yeah, I love that. Yeah, that was a wild matchbook. An assortment of mid-70s San Francisco matchbooks. Encloses a pillow from my aunt in New Jersey. I kept, as she said, her most memorable vacation with my uncle was in that. How nice. And you said both of you and Troy enjoyed your time there as well. So now it's yours. The small box from Costa Rica, and I thought there inside were earrings that are among my collection of costume jewelry. And you mentioned how I like boxes. And then, oh, this is an autograph photo of Charo? I didn't see it. Oh, my nose is acting crazy. I don't see the autograph, do you? had worked for these. Oh yeah, okay. So Sarah, I know you're a Laugh-In fan. Autograph photo from Charo. I know you're a Laugh-In fan. I met her at the Sahara Inn in Vegas as my great uncle from Spain had worked with Xavier Cugat's band when he had a residency in Miami, Florida, Fontainebleau, back in the late 50s. I just left, and then Cugat left Florida for Vegas, where he worked in a restaurant co-owned. So by the time he met Charo, he was old already, and he guided her career. She played Vegas opening for Joey Bishop. I brought her silver stool in behind the stage, my claim to fame. She played beautiful flamenco guitar. Flaming guitar. Anyway, signed autograph photo of her. I told thank you very much. That's very cool. And I wish I knew her address in California. I've always wanted to contact her and tell her my uncle died 10 years ago. Anyway, well, if you, Diane, what I'll do is I'll send you her address because I know where she lives. Thank you very much for these treats. Very, very kind of you to send them. This is beautiful. We love that very much. Thank you. These are fond memories of us, and I'll drop Charo's address in the mail to you because she's very nice. Very nice lady. Not that I've met her, but she always waved to tour buses until she stopped because I pointed out her house. And then all the other tour guys did, and then they ruined it. But here you are. So, thank you. And what's this? It's from Stevie Conn. Whoa. Hope you enjoy the autographs. I wanted to get a Sharon fireplace stone. Okay. As many Cielo Drive keychains as I can get for a few friends. I go out to LA next year. Do you ever think you'll do your tours? No, Stevie. What's that from? Stevie. Oh, Miranda. Yeah. Miranda would come. You Stevie. We love that show, Miranda. Wow. Okay. Well, I'll get that out to you. Promise. Thank you. And John, Canadian World War II vet. That's nice. And what's this? Dante Favelli. Oh, it would say right here, wouldn't it? Dante Love LA, Ohio State. Well, thank you. That's very kind of you. And I'll get these. I promise to get that Sharon Stone out to you, Stevie. And thank you for the gifts. And very much so. So thank you. I'll get that out to you ASAP. And if anyone wants to buy something like that, or Jane Mansfield, a piece of Jane Mansfield's heart-shaped pool, or windshield glass, or what else do we have? We have tons of stuff. Keychains and Betty White's house, pieces of Betty White's house, and anyway, all that stuff is available if you go to Dearly Departed Tours and look on the gift page. You will find all that kind of real stuff available. Tomas, look at that. Guess who? For whom do you pickleball? Not to be used as frisbees. Many discs and books and library and one special book. Okay, see? Okay. Oh. Maybe yes. All right. So there are new discs in here and a special book. See how good we are? I am scared to death of this one. You know what? I'll use this. This is a more wise weapon. Okay, hang on. Oh, jeez. All right, I'm afraid to cut something, and I don't mean just me, but I don't want to damage anything that's in here. We're gonna have to fast forward this part. Wow, look, okay. We got lots of discos. Hugh O'Brien. Okay. TV's Wyatt Earp sings Fine and Dandy Debbie Reynolds. Debbie. Give me a little kiss, will ya, huh? Life is just a bowl of cherries. Percy Faith. We love our Percy Faith. In fact, I've got it on my mind to property of Al Oakley. I wonder who that was. To visit Percy soon because he's right around the corner from Mo Howard and Sam Brody at Hillside Memorial Park. And I want to visit Hillside because there's a couple of stories I want to do about people there. Tender Moments. 45 original hits with original stars. Let It Be Me, the Everly Brothers. These are great. Tell It Like It Is, Aaron Neville. I'm Your Puppet. James and Bobby Purify. Let's Stay Together. Al Green. These are great. Gary Puckett, Lady Willpower. Oh, are you ready for Phyllis Diller? And I was just at her house the other day doing something. We have to do this a look too. It's a promo copy too. We have to give this a listen. Are you ready for Phyllis Diller? If you think that's not, wait, what? Let's just start off with titling this whole thing Meet Measy Weezy. If you think that is nauseating, what do you hear about my childhood? My father was a farm boy, and although you can take the boy out of the farm, you can't take the farm out of the boy. Okay, we're going to go on about this. What was that one Phyllis Diller? Oh, his wrists were so limp, his self-winding watch stopped 3 years ago. Oh my God. Gosh, she was funny. Frankie Lane, Doris Day, and Liberace, and Tony Bennett. Buddy Clark, Guy Mitchell, and there's good old Percy. Hawaii Five-0, 1969. This was on the charts. And look at that. Oh, this is like dizzy, spooky, stormy, loving thing. By the Ventures. Fantastic. Aquarius, Let the Sun Shine In by the Ventures. Neat. Yeah, this was on the charts in August 1969. Hawaii Five-0. Disco Magic, Inner City Symphony. Inner City Suite. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Do you like it? Do you like this? Fly Robin Fly. Theme from SWAT. I Only Have Eyes for You. Hugo Winterhalter. I've never heard that name. Have you, Troy?
No.
Hugo Winterhalter and his orchestra. And the eyes.
Those some great eyes.
Yeah. Golden goodies. He's Gone, Every Night I Pray, the Chantels, the Jacks, Little Anthony. We saw him last year in concert. Who's got to be 90. Sounds amazing. And I don't think he was dubbed, or I don't think they were, they piped any sound in. The Moon Glows. Behind the Button-Down Mind of Bob Newhart. And he came up in my research yesterday, too, because he did a television special that LaWanda Page was a guest star on. Gypsy. Hollywood Bowl Symphony Orchestra. Our Best to You. Today's hits. The Buckhams, The Byrds, All I Really Want to Do. Aretha, Moby Grape, Paul Revere and the Raiders, Thieve, Peaches and Herb, Simon & Garfunkel, Nito. These are great. Tomas always.
I didn't see a book though. Didn't he say a book?
Okay, Troy and I just sort of, we took a tiny break and we figured it out that you meant that the book was the package that you sent earlier about the expats that were sort of exiled, and these are the albums. So now we figured that out in our cool Orbit room sign. So thank you, Tomas. And you know, Diana, we were looking at this. I was like, hey, we don't see an autograph. Like, I opened it up, and there it is. To my good friend Diana, Kisses, Charo, 1973. So there is Charo's autograph. So now I understand more of what you're saying too. So it takes us a little bit of time, but we get it. So thank you very much. Coochie. We'll save that. Now, this comes from Chicago area, and I know what this is, but I'm gonna open it up and it's in memory of a buddy of mine. I hope there's a note in here. But this is from my friend James Varkalis, in memory of his brother Larry. And here it is. So the note says, maybe I should open this first. Okay, yeah. I was just looking up Larry online today. Larry is my buddy. We never met, but we discussed the same bars in Chicago, and we're both of the same age and hang out in some of the same places. And sadly, he passed away. And this is from James. Look at that. That is cool. Morrison Hotel. So the note that comes along with this says, from Jim, here's a wood carving replica of the signs that hung outside the entrance to the Morrison Hotel in LA. I had it made by a friend of mine some years back to hang outside my music room, which I named the Morrison Hotel music room. The sign obviously isn't the scale, but it fit the spot and I needed it for. I had only asked him to make one sign, but he made me two. Well, thank you, Jim. This is very cool. And I imagined the thing you were talking about, Larry, but either way, this will be like the Larry Varkalis memorial sign. This is cool. Somebody really spent a lot of time on that. It's very nice. And I think the Morrison Hotel is gone now. I'm glad I got an opportunity to go and see it when it was there and take some photos of it. But it sure would have been neat to see in person. But thank you guys, everyone, for everything you sent. These things are really treasures, and we love everything. And thank you for thinking of us. Yeah, you're very kind and very generous. And this being unboxing number 55, we're gonna put a close on that. So thank you very much for your time. Thank you for all the gifts. Thank you very much for your attention. And until next time.
You heard me.